What's up, guys? It's Golem CR here, coming out at you with an update. So, Clash Royale released this big blog update talking about their 2025 plans, and I just really wanted to get into it because I think there's a lot of good information here pertinent to people that like Clash Royale. So, yeah, let's start. So, Supercell wants to evolve Clash Royale into a strategy game platform, and will start by adding Clash Mini into the game in June 2025. So, I'm not personally familiar with Clash Mini, but I guess this was a mini game, and I definitely think it's a great idea to have permanent mini games because yeah, like Clash Royale really is just like an engine bit by bit, and you could really have multiple games without affecting the main trophy road or real competitive platform. And I think that'll definitely be needed to get like a bigger player base going forward because not everyone wants to play the same way. And then so yeah, it says speaking at RavioCon, the general manager said that they want to add new experiences in the Clash Royale, similar to Fortnite, Roblox, and League of Legends. And the first big step towards that goal will come in June 2025 when Clash Mini will be added into Clash Royale as a major new game mode. Clash Mini was previously introduced as an auto chess like game in its own right, which entered a soft launch in November 2021. And Supercell announced in March 2024 that Clash Mini was being withdrawn as a soft launch game, but will return within Clash Royale. So yeah, I guess Clash Mini is going to come back permanently in the 2025 pipeline. So if anyone was a big Clash Mini fan and is looking forward to that game, well, it's coming back for good, and there's probably going to be a lot more games coming. So that's something to get excited about. So yeah, it looks like they were trying to make it its own game at first, but then withdrew those plans. That makes sense. Um, he likes to think as this game's many character cards as a set of toys that can be used to play different types of strategy games. I perfectly agree with him because like I'm a big BBL Golem lover and I just want to play nonstop Golem. So if there's other modes, like I'm still gonna try to make Golem work in other modes. And I think a lot of players, even if they don't want to admit it, like even pro players are like that. They have one deck they really like playing or play the best, and like they just want to keep playing it, and they just like that type of play style. So I think Supercell should encourage this going forward. Like if everyone just fanboyed like different cards, that would just create across the community a bunch of loyal people to their own decks and play styles. And that's like good for the game. I think you don't want everyone to play the same, because that's just boring. So yeah, they're talking about how they had a decline in engagement and revenue in 2022, bottoming out in 2023, and then they launched some new character types, cards, magic items, and made some system changes. And I guess that saw a revenue spike, just adding new content, and probably like obviously like cash cowing it more. So then they spent up 2022 thinking it worked well the previous year, and they want to replicate that success. And so I guess yeah, that's when they made the update for losers, which I remember was a pretty big deal back in the day, and a lot of content creators made content about it, and it basically changed the reward program. And yeah, the battle pass system was also changed. I swear that wasn't even good for the game, so I don't even know why they're talking about it being a good thing. I think I remember like shortly after that, like everything like the battle pass I thought got nerfed after that. I'm not sure. But yeah, they say it didn't go well, and I also agree with that. And so here you can see a graph of the revenue estimates for Clash Royale. And so it performed well in 2021 before slumping in late 2022 and recovered in 2023. So yeah, I think this game definitely burns out a lot of players. I mean, I've definitely played it since it started, so I didn't know it was that bad. But yeah, it's great. I feel like everyone played this game in high school, so I think they need to bring this game back to the common players and not just sweats. Cause I think this game has just become like the sweatiest players left, and they need to start appealing to the masses again, like it was back in the day, where like girls, guys, like anyone just played this game. Now it just feels like sweaty. Like they need to like have the sweaty, like Ultimate Champ, but I think they also need to just like make a lot of things less sweatier. Like maybe these other game modes will help. Um, so yeah, so they had one of the lowest key performance indicators ever. The reception was bad. Um, they spent a lot of 2022. Okay, I think I'm going over stuff. So they're not maintaining pace. He asked team to take existing game content and make it more exciting. So then yeah, they made evolutions, which I mean I guess like People love and hate them, but yeah, they're here to stay. Just take a familiar character and add extra powers or new behaviors. This meant the team could increase the production of new content while also re-engaging some lapsed players. The card evolutions featured double the amount of new content Supercell was releasing in 2023, and this year it has been adding a new card evolution every month on top of new champions and star troops. I really wish they would like go into star troops more because I feel like there's only like one or two or three stars for each troop, and some troops don't have any stars at all. So I feel like it'd be cooler if you could like unlock them more and almost be more like camos in Call of Duty and be more personalized with more of them. It just feels like kind of lame right now. And then yeah, so he's talking about League of Legends, Fortnite, Roblox, um, inspiring the Clash Royale team to turn into a platform. I think they mean by it's like an engine for like multiple game modes, and just as long as they use like their map and like rule set or like yeah, the coding. The first test was approach was launched in June this year in the Goblins Queen Journey update. That actually was like a terrible game. And they said yeah, it actually went pretty bad. It didn't live up to the expectations, but at the same time, we actually learned a lot from it. We understood a lot of our preconceptions about how players want to consume content, how players want to consume novelty. Some of these things were maybe not exciting enough, and it perhaps was a bit too close to the core Clash Royale experience. As a result, the team now plans to add Clash Mini into Clash Royale as a new game mode in June 2025. It could also add a new gameplay uh, it could also add new gameplay modes suggested by other teams within Supercell and even external developers. I think external developers would be super cool. Like, I know there's a lot of knockoff Clash games. It'd be cool if they could pay like some fee or whatever and just try to build a game on Clash Royale. Maybe it could be temporary and like the community could maybe like vote or just based on like how much they play each mode, like they could stay. And then lastly, it says, we think that can teach us even more about the appetite for novelty and how we can push the idea of Royale as a strategy hub experience. And I think it's important he left off saying it's a strategy hub experience because, yeah, like I think ultimately that's what differentiates the game of Clash Royale from like Call of Duty or Fortnite or these other FPS shooters. It's more methodical. You have to think. It's less spammy. Like you're not gonna win the game because you play your cards immediately necessarily. It's not the perfect reaction time who's going to win. It's not like a Call of Duty or a shooter. It's its own strategy game that requires thought, and like even sometimes leaking elixir is like the best play. Because it's just that methodical and you get so much value from your tower. So it's unique own strategy game. And yeah, honestly, I'm excited for the 2025 Clash Royale. The one thing I don't think they talked about is I really hope they expand the CRL league. They only had 8 people with the golden tickets. I think that's really small. I hope they do at least like 16 or 32. That would just give a lot more players a chance, and I think it would also make the tournament a lot more interesting since it's like double elimination anyway on the final day or the final couple days, just to give the viewers a lot more to watch for, and it could like really hype it up a lot more with just not just being like 8 players and like not much like I feel like it's a lot harder for different players to win if it's just 8 players. It's just a lot more likely it's going to keep being Muhammad Light, and I just think the viewers deserve some more variety. So yeah, this is the Clash Royale update. I'm gonna leave you guys here. Golem CR out. Please like and subscribe. Really appreciate you guys, and yeah, peace out.